How is everyone doing on this lovely morning, night, evening? Thank you very much for the hug, Piggly Wiggly. Hello, Aria. Hello, everyone in chat. Today's the day that we get to find out who on earth a certain person is. She's on the other end of the line. But for those that are new here and that don't know what this series is, this is Infectious Thoughts. It's a series that I've created just to satisfy my curiosity into who other people are, how they got to where they are, when they started, where they're going, all the ins and outs of that. There is going to be, so I'll tell you the main layout. So the main layout of this segment is going to be roughly about an hour's worth of speaking, and then we will take a 10-minute break roughly every hour. We'll aim for that, but we'll see where we go. Either way, there will be a section at the end where chat gets to put in their own questions to the person that I'm interviewing, and I shall pick the creme de la creme to be asked. And for those that are not here, have no worries, because this will be uploaded to YouTube. It will be the full unedited segment on my archive channel until I'm lucky enough to find someone that can edit my videos. Then the short form will be put on my main channel. But links to those are all in my About Me section on my page. Either how, without further ado, we shall now find out who PrincessLaisy is. Hello! I'm doing just fine. How you doing? I've also just realised that you've put lights around a penguin on the sofa, which I'm a massive fan of. Oh, right. Oh my god. Oh, we can't hear her. Ah!
Oh no.
In going along with my scuffness of my stream, it's not just 50, you see, it's me too. Now you should be able to hear.
Hello.
Hello.
You kept me muted.
I did, unfortunately. I was like, yeah, let's go say hello. And yeah, we know what happened.
But here we are. Yes, this is Tuxie Beauregard Thaddeus III is what we named my penguin.
Tuxie Beauregard Thaddeus III?
Yes. Why, I don't know, but...
I'm... Oh my god, thank you very much for the cheer, Renegade. And that is quite a name. That is quite a name. But
Tuxie for short, but he seems like a dapper gentleman, so he needed a long, aristocratic kind of name.
Aristocratic. I love it. Oh lord. But the one question on my list that I always ask everyone, who is PrincessLaisy?
Well, PrincessLaisy, I am a very tired, chat-focused streamer. I started off supposedly going to play retro. I do still play retro. I play a lot of horror. Horror has been kind of my thing lately. I am the wife of 50% Gaming, who is in chat right now. Also, hi Fernie. I'm also going pixelated again, apparently.
You have gone pixelated again.
Sorry,
Lord.
guys.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Try just sharing your camera. Maybe that might work better.
Okay. Let's see. Give me one moment, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it keeps doing this.
Good. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You see, as much as you try and make something work, at the end of the day, computers will let you down. And they just need that Windows 7 repair pack to get them back into working order. And if those that don't know, it was a meme back in the day where it was just one heat shrinked hammer. Just need to give it a good old whack occasionally.
Doesn't seem to want to share my camera.
It's probably because your OBS is using it. Close your OBS.
Close OBS, okay.
Yeah, close OBS and then try doing it that way.
Wrong camera.
Right. Awesome. We have kitty cam.
A kitty cam. Yeah, and for some reason it's only catching the kitty cam.
That
I
is
have two
very
options.
Strange. Oh no.
Scuff.
It's fine. You see, this is perfect time to just tell people that look, this is what happens. All right, don't expect everything to work out ever. Work with it on the fly. But that actually brings me on to a very good question, which is your Discord photo is a drawn photo of yourself by the looks of things.
It is.
Did you draw that?
I did not. Fun story behind that picture. It was actually, I was thinking about cutting my hair short, and I have an amazing friend. Her name is Michelle, and I found a picture that I really liked of a girl with like a shag short haircut, and I sent her the picture, texted her, and I said, do you think I would look good with this haircut? And she's like, oh yeah, that would suit your face very well. And an hour later, she sent me that picture. And it's a picture of me with, obviously, the haircut. She's an absolutely amazing artist. And she's one of my favorite artists. Actually, now she's doing tattoos. I actually have a tattoo by her. Yeah, this isn't working, so I'm gonna go ahead and just share my OBS again. Hopefully we can get it to... I'm sorry.
That's alright, it's alright. It's all good, it's all good. It is all good. Actually, that gives me a bit of an opportunity. I can close my window because it is hella cold in here.
And I have my window open because I am so hot.
I was going to say, like, I'm wearing a rather tight top, and then, well, these puppies can cut glass at the moment, I'll tell you that.
Okay, why is this now not sharing my OBS?
Oh, no, it is. There we go.
There we go. Okay, that
There
was
we
you.
go.
Okay,
Real
I was
good,
like,
real
why is it not doing it? All right, there we go.
Okay. Right. We're back on track.
It's always something with me, seriously.
It's fine. It happens. It happens. You gotta work with it on the fly, honestly. I've learned to expect the unexpected and try and make the best light out of it. That's just the way you gotta do it. But right, so you said you like horror games, you play
I do like horror.
a load of other games, but what I want to know is, why did you start streaming?
50 is the reason I really started streaming. He had been trying to encourage me to do it for a little while, and I really had no interest. Like, before 50, I hadn't really played video games in a while. I just couldn't find the time. And then once we moved in together and everything, like, he would try to get me to play video games with him, mostly retro, because like I said, I started out as a retro streamer. And I still have my original NES from like 1985, my original SNES, my original GameCube, amongst some other things. So one night I had told him I was really good at Duck Hunt, and he challenged me to duck hunt. and
Right.
I stomped his butt. I got up
Really?
into like level 30, and he, didn't get out of the teens, I think. And he was like, "You really need to stream this. People would be so interested in seeing somebody doing this, and you can get on." Like, he pulled up the speed run boards to see like what the top speed runs were, and he was convinced that I could be on the boards. So that's how he convinced me. I was like, You think this is a thing?" So um, he got me to do my first stream, and it was 4-hour duck hunt stream. And
Your first stream was a 4 hours duck hunt stream.
yeah.
Oh my god! Wow.
And I think I hit 50 follows my first stream, thanks to our rating community that we were a part of. And I was very fortunate enough to get affiliate almost immediately because of that. And like I said, I started off with the duck hunt, and I actually got... There we go. Is that you or me?
I think it might have been me or you,
Oh, no.
maybe. I don't know. Sit tight, we're patching you back in. God damn it, Discord, do your thing.
It is Discord.
Wait, let me try disconnecting my
Hi,
screen.
Heretic.
Right, try closing your
Try closing it and opening. Did you try turning it off?
Hello and welcome to tech support. Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? No? Okay. Please do that now. I'll hold.
There.
Haha! We're back.
Okay. So, yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
So I did 2 streams of duck hunt, and my original zapper died on the second stream.
Oh
so then
God, no.
I just started streaming just regular NES until I was able to purchase some new zappers, or newly refurbished zappers, off of eBay, and then continued doing some other zapper games. And that's how I started streaming. Like, it was all retro in the beginning.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, and I am on the boards for duck hunt.
Oh my god, are you? What place are you? What kind of run is it?
I did the what is it? 100K, 250, and 500. The last time I checked 500K, I think I was 3rd place. And then the other ones, I'm like 19th place for 100, and 250. I think I was like 9th place. I haven't checked the boards in a while, though, to be fair.
Oh my god.
I haven't really... It's hard to stream zapper games because you have to really look at the screen and pay attention. Not like with a controller where you can kind of keep an eye on the screen, but look at chat.
No, 100%. I can definitely understand that. So is that why you moved on to other games, or is it because you just kind of one day thought to yourself like, hey, I actually want to branch out a little bit more?
It was, I wanted to branch out. I'm very into horror, and I'd never really played many horror games. So I decided to start doing a spooky Sunday. And I think the first game that I played was Layers of Fear, the original one. And I loved it. So I started doing horror games only on Sundays. But the problem for me is I have a terrible memory, and a lot of the more modern games have such intense storylines, and they're much harder to follow than the retro games where it doesn't really matter if you remember the storyline. A lot of them just don't even have real storylines. So in October, obviously the entire month I did horror, and then I just kind of stuck with horror because it was what my community really seemed to latch on to, my horror play. So I continued on. I've done other things. I still play retro on occasion. I do random, just variety games. But it's mainly horror these days.
Huh, okay.
Yeah! High five! Boom!
We got it back. It's fine. I think I'm just going to have to keep my mouse on the screen. That's what I'm going to have to do, because I don't know why it's doing this.
It's
honestly.
Discord.
There's an orange arrow there. I don't know why. It's fine. We're here. We're good. It's fine.
We got this. We're here.
And, okay, I have to ask, what is your favourite horror game? Because I haven't played a lot of them, and I have always wanted to.
Ooh, I'm terrible at picking favorites.
Okay,
but
there we
go. Visage, Resident Evil 7.
Okay.
And like games that I truly consider horror, I would say Song of Horror. With honorable mention, Song of Horror. Honorable mention would go to Bendy and the Ink Machine and Little Nightmares, which are billed as horror games, but I don't really consider them horror. They're not really that scary. But like those were the top games that I've played so far since I started streaming. That are billed as horror.
That was Resident Evil 5, yeah?
Resident Evil 7.
7, awesome.
Yeah.
I've been looking at playing a few scary games, so those are actually going to help me out massively.
Yeah, Resident Evil 7 actually made me fall in love with the franchise again. I hadn't played a Resident Evil game since I think 5. I think it was the one where they were in Africa. And it didn't feel like a Resident Evil game. Like I hated it. I don't think I ever finished it, and I haven't played one since. And then I played the demo for Resident Evil 7, and like it truly like frightened me, which is hard to do. So I was very excited to play that one, and it was just a lot of fun. And now I'm like waiting in anticipation for 8 that's coming out next year.
Is it a type of game that you're going to recommend that I don't watch any of the trailers for? Just get it and play it?
No, you can watch. The trailers don't really give anything away. And there, like I said, there's a demo that you can play. I think it's still available on Steam. So you can like give it a try. It's like the first 15 minutes of the game.
I think I might, depending on how much it is, I think I might actually just treat myself, because this year I normally buy myself 3 things for Christmas, and this year I've literally only bought myself the one thing, and that is this boom arm, because my previous one, well, it just started to make noises that a boom arm shouldn't be making, and I was worried because it was carrying my microphone. I didn't want mid-stream for the microphone to fall, and then just me having to like hold on to it like, so guys, we're gonna have to go one-handed playing today. But no, that's literally all I thought myself this year, is just the boom arm, and I thought maybe a game might be a good little investment, so I'll have a look into that actually.
Yeah, please do. I had a lot of fun with it. It had a good storyline, and it's scary, so I think you'll enjoy it.
Ooh, okay, all right. I'm talking some real like light dimming experience. Only face lighting.
Another one that the scariest game that I've played was Visage. So if you're looking for something to
how do you
truly
spell that?
Visage.
Visage. Okay. Right.
Yeah, if you're looking for one to really spook the hell out of you, that one is a good one.
Okay.
And it has the most disturbing opening to a game I have ever experienced. So be prepared for that. Yes.
Oh. So now, personally, having been trained and being put in, well, unwillingly put and unknowingly been put in quite a few first aid scenarios, and being also raised on a farm for part of my life, blood and gore don't have the same effect on me that it has on most people. So it'd be interesting to see, because there was what I don't know if you share the feeling, but I have several scars, and I've had several times where I've had wounds inflicted upon me, similar to this one right here, where I had a blade enter my arm.
Oh, wow.
Not through an attack, it was just me slipping on some laminate flooring, and yeah, anyway, I got to the hospital, and I'm the type of person that wouldn't look away. No. No. I'm the type of person that'd be like, so, do you mind if I watch? Like, how'd you do that? So, I'm that kind of guy. So, playing a scary game should be interesting.
Yeah, the funny thing about me is I'm actually like my biggest fear in life is surgery. So I've never like had a surgery. I've never had anything happen that like freaked me out like that. But when it comes to real life, like watching like TV shows that show surgery and things like that, I don't get into them because it's real, and I'm like, ooh.
Really?
I'm kind of backwards in that sense. I don't know why. It's kind of a weird thing, but yeah, I don't do it. Like even when I go and I have blood taken and things like that, I can't watch them stick the needle in. But I am heavily tattooed. I'm pierced, and that doesn't bother me, but things like that do.
Interesting. Okay, I might have a little present for 50 then. For Halloween.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, thanks for letting me know. Oh,
that's
God.
a scary thought. What could you possibly give 50 after having that conversation?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just you're gonna be sleeping with your lights on.
Oh no.
It's fine. Doctors do actually recommend that you get scared occasionally to get the blood moving, get a nice little flush of emotions, which is really nice.
I don't know.
Right. Well, what if you don't mind me asking, what profession are you in currently as a contrast to your streaming?
I'm a cake decorator.
You're a cake decorator. That is actually fascinating. I have a few friends that are also chefs, and one of them works for a rather well-known UK restaurant in central London. And I've seen some of her work, and it looks both amazingly appetizing, and at the same time, you know, when you look at something and you look at it and you're like, you're just too pretty to eat, like, but you just want to devour it.
Yes.
I love that, honestly. What kind of cakes do you make?
Well, I work in a grocery store, so my creativity is a little limited, but I do sometimes get to be creative, but it's mainly like birthday cakes, wedding cakes, things like that. We do have like a fancy cake, we call it a decadent case, where we make like tarts and things like that, and like ganache cakes and more fancier things, but nothing, I can't get like too creative. Like I don't really work with fondant or anything like that. But yeah, I do post like sometimes pictures of like my work and stuff in my art section of my Discord. I need to get better about it, but just like I do creative things, like I did some jumbo cupcakes, and the customer wanted it to look like a hydrangea bush, so I made like the hydrangea flowers on the top.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said, I can't get too creative like on the normal, but if a customer comes in and wants something special, and I have the ability to do it, I am allowed to do it, which is fun. But it can also be irritating because obviously with the popularity of things like cooking, baking shows, and Pinterest, a lot of customers come in and they show me these crazy cakes on Pinterest, and if I can do them, when I tell them the price, they're like, why does it cost so much? Well, it's a insane thing that you're asking for that's going to take me 3 hours to make.
Oh my god, yeah, because I've got a Pinterest board where I've got several like decorative food items, and a few of them are cakes, and I look at them and I'm like, I recognize how to make like 2 of the things on there, and there's like 19, and like I've seen, I don't know if you like, I like the process of how things are made. Especially like it when there's several different stages to it. I don't know if that's something that you share as well, because like I will sit there and I will watch someone do, for example, nails, like you know when we do the really cool designs on nails.
Oh yeah.
Like the really weird ones that take like several different steps. I don't. Right, I'm not gonna get them. Right, I don't.
Right.
I don't. It's not something I wear, but I like the process behind it. And I've watched people that are decorating, like making those huge chocolate sculptures, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how? And then they do it step by step, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I definitely I like that side of the having the freedom to just fully release.
Yeah, and the imagination to do stuff like that as well.
100%.
50 and I actually have a friend who is an award-winning chocolatier, and she actually makes like crazy. Well, she has made insane sculptures out of chocolate. Like for Halloween one year, she made a werewolf, and it was so intricate and everything. And then when you realize that it's chocolate, because she also paints it with like edible inks and stuff,
Yeah.
so it doesn't even look like chocolate. It's just fascinating, absolutely fascinating, and just mind-blowing what people can do with food.
Yeah, like for a very long time for me, I, like you said, you can't tell that it's chocolate. And I remember when I got a cake when I was much smaller, and on top of it there was a plastic topper, and you know you can't really eat them because they're plastic. Well, you can, but it'll hurt anyway. Don't eat plastic; it's bad. But
Public service announcement.
Yeah, literally, yeah. But I saw this chocolatier make this amazing sculpture. Well, I saw the end result before I saw the process, and I was like, well, what's the point of doing all that? It's just a bit of plastic. And then I realized, oh wait, no, it's not. It's all edible.
Yeah.
It just blew my mind. But
yeah, it is.
Okay.
I wish I could do stuff like that. Obviously, working in a grocery store, I don't have the time to do stuff like that. So I've never really learned, because I have to be able to do so much in 8 hours. Versus if you go into like a mom and pop bakery, they have all the time in the world if you're willing to pay for it. And that's what I have to kind of explain to people who come in with these elaborate cake designs, and wanting me to do them, and why they're so expensive. Because if you go to a mom and pop shop, our price is cheap because it's just me doing it. If you go to a mom and pop bakery where they actually have the tools to do that job, it's not going to be one person doing it. They have like one person who bakes the cakes and makes the mixes, and they have another person who does the base icing, and then another person who does the fondant and all the intricate details and everything. So it's spread out amongst several people. It's not one person taking the entire load on, which is why we don't do things like that in like grocery store bakeries. And I have that conversation at least once a week.
Oh wow. I can see why that would happen. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize just how long it takes to just do some of what appears to be something simple.
Yeah.
And but yeah. But anyway, so it got completely off topic.
Happens.
But okay, so you started streaming because 50 decided to 50 convinced you that people would enjoy watching your duck hunt and doing those retro games. But
yes,
there must have been a reason why you pressed that go live button the second time, and it changes, because you can't say it doesn't, because the first time you get a feel for it,
yeah,
and you kind of get a rough idea, but there must be something there that made you think, do you know what, yeah, I want me some more of that. What was that reason for you?
And just the hype and the fact that people did want to see me doing it, and the encouragement and everything from 50 and the community. It's hard. The older I get, the more antisocial I tend to be, and like introverted. But once I get out of the house, then I tend to be extroverted. There's a name for it. I can't recall what it's called. But it became very much the same with streaming. Like, I kind of drag my feet about it, and then once I go live and I'm talking to people, I'm so happy, just to be talking with people and relating with people, and knowing that people are actually interested in what I'm doing. So yeah, that's what keeps me coming back, because it's nice to have a community, and especially this year, not being able to go and do anything, not being able to socialize with all your friends and family and everything. Like, streaming has truly helped this year with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great outlet, and I think a lot of people right now are using it to help battle things like depression and things like that, which I've been battling depression very hard this year. So streaming has really helped that.
Mm-hmm.
Get your mind off things and just kind of have fun and talk with people and relate with people, and just, feel like you're appreciated, and I'm sure, like, let everybody know that they are appreciated.
100%. I could not agree with you more there, because I've felt very similar. Like, I've had a few people, a handful of people, that have messaged me and have said, just keep on doing what you're doing, because if it wasn't for me coming into your stream and watching you do this, I wouldn't be watching, I wouldn't carry on, and I probably wouldn't have been here.
Right.
And it's like a couple of very key words that you said there, which were relatability.
Right.
Because the reason why people keep coming back to a stream isn't because of the game that they're playing. There are those streamers out there that are just on top of their game at that game, that they're very good at it, and people will go there because they want to see that skill. But I would say, from what I've seen, as a majority on Twitch, people go there because they find something interesting in the person behind that camera, and being able to live chat with them is like you've just made a virtual friend.
Oh, absolutely.
But they're alive and they can react to you, and they're not one of those, like, I don't know if you remember those websites where you can go, it'd be like an AI software where you could type a question and it would respond. It's like that.
Yeah.
But better, because honestly, and that's I keep saying it, and I'm going to carry on saying it till the day I'll stop. But the reason why I keep coming back to streaming is because of chat. Chat keeps bringing me back, and I should hope that chat keeps coming back because of me and all of the other streamers that they enjoy watching, because, well, that's why Twitch is here, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it amazes me because I have people who are in my stream, they don't ever miss a stream, and it's still surprising to me that people are there every time I hit live and go live, and I get that fear, well, what if nobody shows up today? But people always do. And being able to, I'm a very chat focused streamer. I've been in streams where I've seen the streamer just not even acknowledge chat, and like partnered streamers, and their chat is going and they're partnered and they're not even looking. And I don't understand that. Like, for me, why would I can just play a game in my office without streaming it, and it would be the same. Why stream it? It's weird to me because I'm so chat focused and I want to get to know people, and some of the people in my community have become my best friends. Like, I talk to them, I do voice chat with them all the time, and then we talk about everything. I'm a very open person. I'm an open book. I have a excuse me, a channel point redemption for Ask Me Anything, but nobody ever uses it because they know they can just ask me anything and I'm gonna answer. Like, last night is a good example. I streamed last night for Christmas, and the game I played was very short. So the last, I don't know how it got brought up, but depression got brought up. And I'm very open about my depression and my journey to find a therapist and everything. So we started talking about depression and medications and therapy, and it ended up being like a 30 to 40 minute chat, just of us talking about our mental health and the importance of mental health. And it's amazing that we can do that, and we even talked about that, how amazing it was that a group of people who have never I can't say never met in person because I actually was fortunate enough to meet some of these people at DreamHack.
Oh wow.
But that we could all just sit and talk about these personal things, and there was no judgment or anything for some of the things that might have come out. We just talked, and that's amazing to have that kind of connection with people that are all over the world, really, because some of these people were in like Israel and the UK and things like that, and it's an amazing thing.
100%, like quite literally as well. Having that connection there and be that openness, just oh god, it's such a load lifted. Like it's talking about things, it just releases so many different things. It's just so good. I love it. I love it, honestly, and I'm so glad that you have a really nice community behind you. Honestly,
sorry,
I'm so glad.
I'm not laughing at this. 50 just popped his ridiculous head in here.
Oh my god, please let me see.
Oh wait, he just ran downstairs. Like he literally opened the door, stuck his head in, like he looked like a hedgehog or something, and then ran out again. His hair is like everywhere and like platinum blonde. It is ridiculous.
Oh my god. That is brilliant. I definitely want to see him afterwards. That'll be hilarious.
But yeah, it's to connect with people on such an intimate level online because of Twitch is an amazing thing.
Oh, 100%. Like that is actually it's one of my questions for later on, but I'll bring it up now. But what is your favorite subject to talk about on stream?
Ooh.
Out of literally everything, because there's so many different avenues you can go down.
That is a very tough question. My favorite subject to talk about, God,
like,
I don't know.
My favorite subject to talk about is food, and just barbecues, and just anywhere that involves some form of a flame, some form of meat, and combining the two of them to make nom-nomness. And oh my god, chicken. I love me some chicken. Oh god. And yeah, but that's my favorite subject.
There is a running joke in my community that every stream ends up being a chat about food. Because I have one of my viewers, Jimmy, is like a chef, so he's always asking, what are you having for dinner, what are you making, and it just kind of rolls with it, because 50, he does a lot of the cooking nowadays because he's home, and he's always trying new things. Like for Christmas, he made chicken cordon bleu.
Ooh.
And it was his first time doing it.
Oh, don't stop on my mouth. Oh my god, wow. I love cordon bleu. It's so nice.
He did very well the first time. He's like, literally after we finished eating, he was sitting there and he was being real quiet and he had this look on his face and I'm like, what are you thinking about? You don't look happy. And he's like, thinking about how I can fine tune this recipe, like thinner ham next time. Like he's sitting there just breaking down everything we just ate to figure out how he could make it better for the next, and that's 50.
I know I've done something very similar before. I got a huge steak from the butcher. When I'm talking huge, I'm talking like 3 fingers thick, right? And it was like this kind of the size, like bigger than my face, right? And what I did is I had a filleting knife, a fish filleting knife, because it's very thin, moderately long and flexible.
Yeah.
And what I did is I entered the steak from one side and it just hollowed out the inside. Now you can tell where this is going, right? But I then grated some cheese and just stuffed it in that hole, and then used some toothpicks, tied it all up nice and tight. Bit of rosemary, bit of butter, cast iron pan. Oh, mama. Oh, it was heaven. Oh my lord.
That sounds amazing, especially rosemary. Rosemary is one of my favorite seasonings, like herbs, and love it. If it has rosemary in it, it's gonna be good.
100%. And a little tip from me is, if you're going to do anything with rosemary and butter, take the leaves off of the stem, give them a little crush before you put them into the butter. Just releases so much more flavor.
Oh, absolutely. I actually have a recipe for it's chicken thighs with a rosemary mustard sauce, and it's absolutely divine. And it's super easy to make. It's like Dijon mustard, maple syrup, and rosemary. I think that's it.
Yeah. Right. You're gonna have to send me that recipe. You know that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to try that. That sounds interesting. I don't think I've ever mixed rosemary and mustard, so that'd be quite interesting.
Yeah, I even have a recipe section in my Discord. When we talk about these things in on stream, I will put the recipes in the recipe channel of my Discord, and then also my viewers will put recipes. And actually, one of my mods, Sinistar, his homemade cranberry recipe has become a staple now for my holidays, because I made it for the first time on Thanksgiving, and our neighbors enjoyed it so much that they asked me to make it for Christmas dinner as well, so I did.
Oh, and wow.
Yeah, so there's always amazing recipes popping up in the recipe channel.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check it out. All right. Is this the neighbor that 50 stole a cock from?
Is it what?
Is this the neighbor that 50 stole a cock from?
Oh yes. Has he stolen the cock? Did I miss it?
I don't know. He's hiding a cock in a house.
Well, he was actually, that's one of his sub goals. If he hits this sub goal, he's going to, on stream, run next door, because the chicken coop has a stream as well, and he's supposed to steal a chicken and bring it back to our house as soon as he hits the sub goal. So like, if he's streaming right now and somebody throws that final sub, he's got to go do it.
Oh my god.
So that's why I was like, did he do it? Oh god, is there a chicken downstairs?
Oh my god.
I'm dreading this. I'm actually dreading this. I'm like, I don't want that mess in my house.
Oh my god.
And this is what it's like living with 50. You never know what he's going to do.
No. You know what to expect. You just don't know the absurdity level of what to expect.
It's very true. It keeps me on my toes.
He said that in his interview. Oh my lord, that is brilliant.
He is something special.
Wow. Right. Oh god, I can't believe we went off again on just food. Oh, I love it so much. See, this is what I mean. I just get completely sidetracked on just talking about food.
Yes. And this is what that's why I say food is probably ours too, because this is what happens in my stream. And I actually have a British fellow named Jet who complains about it, not because like he doesn't want to talk about food, but because I always make him hungry. And the time difference when he's in my chat, because I normally stream at night, it's like super like late over on his side of the world. So he's like, I don't want to cook right now because it's like 4 a.m. and you're making me hungry, Lazy. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't plan this. It just happens naturally.
Oh my lord, no, that is true actually, because I do sometimes. That's why I have to have some form of a snack around. Like currently I have 2 types of nuts, some coffee drops, and a tub of chocolate spread just next to me, because you never know what you're gonna need. Yeah, I don't know, Mum decided to get them for me and I was like, meh, they will live here.
They sound good. I've had a Vietnamese candy that was like coffee flavored candy. It was absolutely delicious.
Ooh.
I did say Jets, Jonesy.
Yeah, Jets is actually the reason why I actually saw you.
That is right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he actually he was watching your stream, and I was talking to him, and I said, well, what are you doing now? And he said, oh, I'm just watching PrincessLaisy. I'm like, well, that's a name for starters. And then I came into your channel, and I watched you for about 5 minutes, and then he was still talking to me at the same time, and then he said, oh yeah, she's actually, like, her husband's a streamer as well, and she's married to 50, and I was like, hold on, what 50 Cent? And then obviously only after doing a bit of investigative work did I find out it was actually not 50 Cent, it's 50%.
Wow, 50 Cent, is he even still around? Like, that's a name
Right.
I haven't heard in a while.
Literally, that's why I was like, hold up, now hold up. 50 Cent is streaming? What?
Who knows?
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I have a terrible memory, so I do recall now that is how our paths crossed, was Jets.
Yeah, no, it was because of Jets, yeah.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
I cannot remember what you were playing at the time. I want to say Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley or something on those lines.
It would have been Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is one of the few like laid back streams that I do. Like if I've had a really bad day at work, or if I'm not feeling well but I have to stream, I will stream Animal Crossing because it's chill, and I don't have to worry about dying or yeah, it's just relaxing. I am addicted to Animal Crossing. I used to play the original on GameCube, and it's the reason I actually bought a Switch. The only reason,
wow.
like, for the longest time, it was the only game I had on Switch, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I now have 3 games.
3, what are they?
Mario Party, and then for Christmas, I actually got Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. I want to see some streams on those. That's what I want to see.
You will absolutely, especially Luigi's Mansion. I'm planning somewhat soon, possibly January or February.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Right. I'll hopefully I'll still be awake to catch some of those, but if not, I'll catch the VODs afterwards. But I look forward to seeing that. But
Yes.
there is one very controversial question now. One very hard question. If you thought the last one was hard.
Oh gosh.
Do you enjoy watching your own content?
It doesn't bother me. Actually, one of the best pieces of advice 50 gave me when I started streaming was to go back and watch some of my VODs and like see where I need to, areas that I needed to work on to improve my streams. And I did. And I haven't done it in quite a while because I've definitely gotten more comfortable being in front of a camera and talking and everything. But I do on occasion do it, and it actually surprisingly doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would.
Really?
Yeah.
The first time I did it and I listened to myself speaking, oh boy, I was like, who is that? Because that's not me. It doesn't sound like me, it doesn't look like me. And that's one bit of advice I can give new streamers or up and coming people. Watch your own videos. Honestly, it's going to change how you look at your streams, because you're going to see it from a viewer's perspective, not the OBS perspective that you have right now.
Absolutely.
And it massively changes everything. But what are going on from that? What are some changes that you've made? Like, it's a 2-part question. So
Sure.
What is a large change that you've made that has made little to no impact? And then what's a small change that has had the most impact to your streaming?
Ooh, that's a hard one. That's actually harder than the last.
They just kept
Changes
getting
that
better.
I've made. Yeah, right? One of the biggest issues that I had, obviously, watching myself and everything, was just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Learning how to keep going even when your chat is quiet. And obviously that makes it it's hard to say if that actually makes an impact or not. You constantly have people lurking, but whether they're actually there or not, you don't know. Um, but I found that, like, just narrating your game or talking about your day or just anything, like, just helps out a lot. And I've been surprised, especially here lately, with I will be talking and I don't think there's really anybody in chat or something, or I'll have like a lull for a little bit, or there'll only be like a few people in chat, and then um when I go to raid, or if I start talking about something maybe a little bit more significant, like mental health or something like that, all of a sudden people will start piping up. So they are there and they are listening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you just never know. So I guess maybe that is a bigger impact one. It's just kind
No,
of
it
hard to
is.
gauge that, you
No,
know?
that's why I ask it, because obviously a big impact is very much controversial. Not controversial, subjective.
Yeah, it
So
is subjective.
to you, it's going to be a huge change. Like to me, getting rid of my old lights and then changing them for these ones that was unbelievably gifted to me was a massive change, because now I can actually sleep well and my eyes don't feel like dry raisins after a stream.
Oh yeah. That is one thing I've done for myself recently, as I was having problems with my eyes. I was getting an eye twitch all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and plus working 40 hours and wearing a face mask, and the heat from your breath going up into your eyes, my eyes were just getting really dried out. And then I also, creepy fact about Lazy, I sleep with my eyes open sometimes, which adds to the eye dryness. So I use eye drops. I use these what are they called? Theratears, to help the look on your face right now.
Right. No,
To
no.
help with the eye dryness. But I went on Amazon and bought these $10 Blu-ray blockers. And ever since I started wearing these, if my eyes are feeling a little dry, it's actually helped significantly, and I am not um feeling the eye twitching anymore or anything like that. So this is
Mm-hmm.
probably the biggest thing for me that means nothing to anybody else. These right here. Um,
Oh.
Other than that, 50 is giving me a new audio interface because he hates my Yeti and he thinks I sound like shit. I disagree. And like I guest streamed with him briefly on Friday. Oh, yesterday was Friday. God, that's feels like so long ago already. And people that are in both mine and his community commented on how great I sound on his audio interface and how different I sound. Um, so yeah, that's happening, and that's going to be, I guess, another big one that I didn't think I needed that apparently I do.
It's
But
got
I don't like.
nothing to do with the microphone. It's all to do with the mixing. That's the thing.
I
But
don't
hey,
know.
hey, let him do it. Let him do his thing. It's
Like,
easier, all right?
I think he's giving me a small mixer as well. I don't know. I have no technological in, intellect. He does all of this stuff, and I told him I don't want to put like hundreds of dollars like he has into my stream, because I only stream 3 days a week. It's part time for me. It's not as serious as 50 with his 2 towers and 6 monitors and just ridiculous.
Yeah, honestly, just like he is, his streaming setup is ridiculous.
It is very, very
it just
ridiculous.
it just looks like one of those 90s dance floors with the amount of screens that he has on the walls. Honestly, I've seen a photo of it.
Yeah.
It blew my mind the first time, but I love it. I love it, honestly. But no, definitely, like, yeah, just let him do his thing.
I do. It's just easier than arguing with him about it. But at least this way, I'm not really spending the money. It's a hand me down,
Okay.
So it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, I don't like spending hundreds of dollars. Like, there's other more important things in my head for me. than things like that. So, but that's me. He has a completely different mindset, obviously. So.
It's good that you've got that contrast as well, because I do feel like 50's very much, he will put his heart and soul into the stream.
Oh, absolutely.
And he would regularly forget about himself.
Eating, sleeping.
Right. And it's nice that you're there to kind of smack him, be like, yo, remember, you're still human. Like, you got to treat yourself sometimes.
Absolutely.
100% no. But going on from that, we are still human, and humans do have limitations. And if you're a small streamer or a starter streamer that's just started, or maybe you've been streaming for a while and you've been thinking about doing a long haul stream, one bit of advice that I do not know a single streamer that cannot disagree with me, or that will disagree with me, and that is breaks are very much essential. And going on from that, we're going to go on a quick little break because we have to grab a snack, stretch our back, and we'll see you when we get back. So, we are back.
Ooh, here we are.
Hope everyone got a drink and stretched their back and not just carried on laying in bed. Yeah, that's right. I see you. I see you. Right. Oh God, where was we? Trying to refer back to my list of questions that I have.
Sure.
Okay, so why did you choose the platform that you're on currently?
The platform. Oh, you mean Twitch?
Yes.
Because it was 50, what 50 was on. Honestly, I didn't know any other platforms like this existed. Once I had been streaming for a little while, people started telling me that there was a Facebook streaming thing, and then there was Mixer, which obviously I heard terrible things about Mixer, so this works. If it's not broke, don't fix it. This is how I started, and I have a great community here. There's no need to go anywhere else. I know that there are people who stream to multiple platforms, but that's just too much work. I'll just keep it here, and it took me forever to learn how to do my setup and everything. I don't want to have to go through all that again, and Twitch is good to me. My community is amazing. I don't want to have them move somewhere else, and I just do this for fun. There's no point in me going anywhere else unless Twitch were to decide to shut down or change things, which hopefully never happens, but we'll deal with it if it does.
Sorry, I just got a message in chat, but I completely forgot to say to everyone, Merry Christmas, everyone. It is that time of year here.
Happy holidays.
Yes, for those that celebrate it, Merry Christmas. I hear there's also, oh God, there's
Happy
Christmas.
Hanukkah.
There's
Joyous
Hanukkah.
Festivus.
Yes. Then
Merry Kwanzaa.
That's it. I just recently actually learned what Kwanzaa was, which I never actually knew about. But yes, merry festive season to everyone that celebrates it, and I hope you've had a lovely time off work for those that don't. But either way, merry everything to everyone.
Happy day.
Happy day, yes, happy day. Okay, so going on from the platform question is, are you only on Twitch, or are you on YouTube as well, or are you looking to branch out at some point?
I'm again not really currently looking to branch out. YouTube has popped into my mind a little bit here and there, but I don't think I'm gonna do anything like that unless I actually start aggressively doing speedruns again. I might consider posting things like that on YouTube, but I don't think I will.
Okay, all right. And what would you say, from a viewer's point of view, is your style on Twitch?
My style would be very laid back, chill, the complete opposite of 50.
Okay, right. Okay. Which is basically just a normal stream because he's just so hectic, but okay, all right.
I think that is the biggest misconception about me is people think that they're going to come in and watch me stream and they expect to see a female version of 50. And 50 and I are like night and day, literally, we don't actually have that much in common. He wanted me to be hype last night in his stream, and I'm like, I'm not that hype. I'm not that aggressive.
This is my hype. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, this is about it. This is how hype I get, and rarely does it get any more than this.
Oh my God.
So then I just jokingly started to do a sexy ASMR. He was not happy.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. That sounds hilarious.
Lazy is calm. Yeah, calm goth 50 is spastic metal. Thank you, Ren. That's a great way to put it.
I like that. Oh, I wonder if you could like, right, anyone from Laisy's community, 50 community, my community, anyone that is an artist, I want to see that on a t-shirt. I want to see that, because that is a great idea. Oh, I can't wait to see how people make that. Honestly, brilliant. But oh, we've got a real good question now. Okay, so this question has rules. I would like to know the name or names. 50 wasn't able to just pick one, so he just picked 3 of the good kind, and I do not want to hear the name of the bad one, but I want to hear the qualities that you chose to stay away from. And the question is, who have you worked with that was just an absolute inspiration? Like you watched them and you was in a stream and then you were like, wow, like I want me some more of that. Like I want to be more like that. They've got that quality, that special something that I really like. I want to be more like that person. And on the other side of that coin, who have you worked with or done a collaboration with or played a game with that you just thought to yourself, wow, what an absolute arse hat. I do not want to be like that person for this reason. Fire away.
Okay. I will do the negative first. Someone that I've worked directly with, this person, I host raid nights, and up until this year, it was actually a big community, not just my community, but another community that is now since defunct, which they might be coming back, I'm not sure, but there's a person in that community before that, when hosting and then streaming and stuff, they are just not very interactive. When I raid somebody, especially during my raid nights, I take them very seriously. They're very dear to my heart because of the raiding party community. I got affiliates so quickly, and they were all very supportive of me. And this person, like, you know, you go in and you talk and you hype the person up when you're raiding them. A lot of times it's people's very first raid. These are brand new streamers. So they're very overwhelmed and happy, and you know, you stay in their chat for a while, like usually about 20 minutes, learning about them, you know, giving them follows and encouragement. And then, you know, you tell them, okay, this is what we're doing. This is why we're here. We hope to see you again. You know, please, if you want to, you can join us. It's not a requirement, you know. And then you tell everybody to come back to your channel so you can go and raid the next person. Well, this person didn't do any of that. They just tell everybody to come back to their channel, like never explain anything, like just weren't very talkative. And I was like, this is how I don't want to be. Like, to me, it came off as very rude. And then being in that person's chat when they're streaming, not doing that, but just streaming in general, they're not very connecting with their audience, like you trying to hold a conversation with them. Yeah, Sinstress was there. It was almost antisocial.
See, it's strange that is a quality of someone that wants to be doing raids, which is quite literally the opposite of being antisocial. But yeah, okay, all right.
I think that there are people on Twitch who, and in some cases, like different people who had tried to host our raid nights, I think they were doing it more to get community involvement into their own streams, because they weren't growing. But if you're not growing, you have to look at why you're not growing. You can't just go into 100%. Like, come into my community and let it be known that you're a streamer and expect everybody to come and support you if you're not putting in the work.
Preach.
I can't tell you how many people come in and they'll be in my community for a little while, and then they'll join my Discord, and then they start promoting themselves in the promotion channel, and I never hear from them again. That's not going to build your community.
No.
And that's exactly how I don't want to be, and that's what I tell people that are new streamers is like, you have to go out there and do the work. You need to go out there and talk to people and get to know people and make people want to watch you. And when you're streaming, you have to connect with these people, find something, find a common ground. Obviously, I'm a goth girl, you know, I'm generally a little bit older than most people in my streams, but I can still find something to connect with. You don't have to be goth to connect with me. You don't have to be my age to connect with me. We all have something in common, whether it be the games, which a lot of times it is, whether it be our love of art, it could be anything.
Food.
Just talk and just connect.
But yeah, no, 100%. I could not agree with you more. Like, literally preaching to the choir, sister. Like, yeah, I honestly, 100%. Yes, Sinister always goes to food.
We did talk about that, Sinstress. Our chat is always talking about food. That is a connection right there.
That literally is, but that's quite literally it. Like, you have to be able to find some form of common ground, and it's really hard. I personally find it really hard not to find common ground with people, because I'm the type of person that, regardless of the person that's sitting next to me, for example, I'll take my personal life outside of streaming at work. There's a lot of driving that I do with someone next to me, and there's a lot of hours, literal hours spent together in a van, going from point A to point B, right? And I've worked with a lot of new people, ranging in ages from like old enough to be my dad to old enough to, well, not quite be my son, but just young. And regardless of the person sitting there, I can guarantee I can find some form of common ground to speak to them about, because being silent next to someone, or just being silent, I find to be one of the most boring things to do.
Absolutely.
Honestly, like, I remember, this is no word of a lie, I remember having a 3-hour conversation with the boss of my company, right? Elderly gentleman, he's grey up top, right? And he's got his own kids and he's got his own grandkids. But me and him spoke about girls in knee-high boots and skirts for 3 hours. I am not joking. To this day, I will remember that conversation, because you don't have to try hard. You just have to be yourself. Be yourself, and just bring up random subjects. I can't tell you the amount of times I've tried to I've brought up, like, one of my favorite things to bring up is conspiracy theories. Oh my god, they're so controversial. Everyone's got their opinion on it. Boom. Yeah. You can start from there, take it away. And yeah, 100%, you have to be able to be social. Social is the way forward. And it helps people. Honestly, it does help people, myself included. I feel so much better speaking to someone, regardless of what I'm speaking about. If there's someone else there that I can speak to about any subject, I will talk about the shapes of toilets. I don't care. Right? Just talk. 100%. Couldn't agree with you more. But so that's the negative one.
That is the negative one. I wanted to get that one out of the way, because that was actually the easier one. Okay. Easy. Let's see. I will say 50. Obviously 50 had been streaming for about a year, I think, before I started streaming. And though 50 and I have completely different temperaments, watching him and the things that he does and everything is always inspiring to me. Obviously I try not to be like, you did that, I'm gonna do that. I've done it a few times though. But I always make it into like a competition.
Imitation is the best form of flattery, Miguel. Take that to mind.
Yes, to an extent, yeah. But so I will say 50, because I watched him first, and when I started, I had an idea in my head of what I needed to do and how I needed to do it. Um, I just had to achieve it. Obviously, in the very beginning, I was very quiet and kind of timid, and I had to find my voice again. Basically, when I started streaming, because you don't know how loud you're being. Am I being too loud? Am I, It was quite the opposite. I was being too quiet, which I've definitely overcome that. But the other person is Sorel. She's absolutely amazing, and she is a very positive streamer, and I do try to be very positive because I'm very hard on myself. I often, I feel like I'm complaining too much. Like when I start my stream, I'll usually do like 10 or 15 minutes where I'm talking about my day and asking people about their days and stuff, and I will bitch about work or whatever, and it's hard not to. And
oh no, it's human. Relax.
Yeah,
it's human. Yeah.
And I do it in the beginning, so you can try to get through and start your stream and then be more positive. And she is the most positive streamer out there. Like her motto, and I think 50 might have actually chosen her as well. She's be nice, play nice, and she does a lot of community nights. She plays a lot of Rocket League, but she does variety on Sundays. And like I want her positivity in life, because I often feel like I'm a negative person.
50 mentioned her as well for exactly that reason as well. Yeah, it's great.
But I mean, there's so many amazing streamers out there. It's hard to pick people. But yeah, I would definitely say her. And we are fortunate enough that she actually lives like right near us. We actually have met and hung out with her multiple times. So she's actually a real life friend as well now, that we actually met through Twitch, who lives like 25 minutes from us.
Oh yeah, 50 did actually mention that.
Yeah.
Like you are lucky enough that you live quite... Oh, pardon me. You live quite close to quite a lot of streamer friends that you've made, which
Absolutely.
is, again, like, it's amazing to be able, the fact that you was able to find someone so close to you.
Yeah.
Through Twitch. It blew my mind. Like, honestly, 50 just off the top of his head literally just named like 3 of them, and I was like, bruh, like I only know one, and that's the one that I met, that I started streaming with, and that was myself and Jets. Like literally, that's the only person that I know outside of streaming through streaming, and that's it. So the fact that you've got so many so close to you, like, it's a godsend, and for you to be able to grow together, even better.
Well, there's actually not that many that are even that close, but we got lucky enough that DreamHack, a gaming convention, actually happened in our city, and a lot of people came from around the country to it, so we were able to meet a lot of people. But there's also been a lot of 6 degrees of separation that I've found. Like Sinstress is in chat right now, and she is one of my mods, and her husband is one of my mods as well, and they are absolutely amazing. He's an amazing streamer as well, super upbeat and a lot of fun. And Sinstress and I have become very good friends. Like she is in my chat every day. We talk, we do, calls on voice chats on Discord and things. And 6 degrees of separation, her husband has family that live in my city. Like, so it's, wow,
oh my God.
They can come and visit, and we had hoped to meet them this year in person, but obviously that didn't happen. So now we're just really looking forward to, we are going to be able to meet them in person. And I found things like that all the time. Once you start to connect with people on a more personal level, that there's a lot of them that are really close.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Even the last raid night that I hosted, there was a couple of lovely ladies that were playing Binding of Isaac, and I was in their stream yesterday and found out that they are also in my town. And I was like, oh my God, when all of the shit is over with, let's get together for a drink.
That you're going to be able to, at this rate, right, with the amount of luck that you've been having, you're going to be able to host your own gaming convention in your backyard.
Actually, it's funny you should say that, because 50 had talked about it this year, And
No way.
yeah, it was one of the things that he potentially wanted to do. I didn't think it was a good idea because like we're in a very urban area and everything, but it is something that we've talked about. Um, so we'll see. But I think I've actually been discussing having a Twitch giving, like a Thanksgiving, because one of my Israeli viewers, he's actually a very good chef. He's been on like the Master Chef version, Israel's version of Master Chef, and he's always been fascinated with the American Thanksgiving dinner, and he really wants to come. It's like a bucket list item for him. So I told him when all of this is over with that he was more than welcome to come, stay with us, and we would have Thanksgiving with him. And now I'm like, we'll turn it into a Twitch giving and invite like all of our local Twitch friends, and if some want to come from out of state, and make this Thanksgiving dinner for my Israeli friend.
That's amazing, honestly. And also
Yeah.
to Pixel8.
Hi, Pickle.
Read it, okay? But no, that's amazing, honestly. I'm 100% jealous of like I said, I only know the couple people, but that's amazing. And do you know what? If you're going to be able to stream that,
oh, absolutely.
That'd be so cool, honestly.
Absolutely. We will definitely stream it.
Oh my god, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Okay, right. So, okay, yeah. I like that. Ooh. Right. Here's another good question. I like my questions because I really get to learn so much about who you are as a person and as a content creator, because it gives me an insight from your point of view. And this question is a very good example of that, because it's not something that a lot of people can do, but recognizing what you're good and what you're bad at. In your opinion, what is something that you are good at and what is something that you are bad at in regards to your content creation?
Again, I'm very chat focused. I'm very good at keeping up with my chat and connecting with my chat. It's like I've said earlier, it's very important to me. It is the reason that I continue streaming. Because like I said, I can play a game anytime I want to. I don't need to hit go live. I hit go live because I want to connect with people. And I've told my community many a times I have no intentions of ever trying for partner, because I don't want to lose that connection that I feel a lot of people lose when they become partner, because their chat is just going crazy and it's hard to keep up. And
yeah.
It's bombarded, exactly. And like I've watched streamers that we're friends with who have become partnered, and like how hard it is for them to keep up. And then when you become partner, you tend to get in a lot of younger crowd too, which has happened. Even though you put that you're a mature stream and you have to be 18 and older, they don't care. Like the kids know how to get around that. I knew how to get around that when I was a teenager, and
quite literally, yeah.
And it's hard, and it's a good example is when I was streaming Five Nights at Freddy's. I actually stopped that game, and I'll never finish streaming it because the amount of children that were coming in, poor Sinstress and Sinistar were just going crazy with the, yeah, there she is. Five Nights at Freddy's was the worst, with like banning people and timing people out and things. I just don't want that, and I think that is one of the things that comes with being a partner, is you lose some of that connection. And so yeah, it is the most important thing, and it is one of my strongest things as well. I'm just helping. As for the negative side of, I'm very hard on myself. When you're playing it, it's one of the things that I think a lot of people don't realize is playing a game just casually in your house versus streaming a game. You are paying attention to chat. You're doing two things at once, and it takes you longer to play the game. because you're stopping and you're not
Oh, you
really
do.
paying attention. And
You do more than two things, honestly.
yeah,
So, yeah,
I'm
no.
very bad at multitasking in that sense. I'm very good at puzzles. Like, I'm the girl who does like Sudoku puzzles and things like that on the extreme difficulty, but when I'm streaming, I can't do that because
You can't focus on it. Yeah.
exactly. And like the easiest puzzles, I will overthink because people are watching me. And I'm self-conscious about that. And that is my biggest flaw when streaming, is just being so hard on myself, because I talk to myself, like, because this is how I keep my interaction going. I'll be like, damn it, Lazy, why did you do that? That's not how that's supposed to go. And like, I just constantly berate myself and beat myself up. And it is a flaw, and I need to work on that. And 50 yells at me about that all the time, because like he'll be promoting my stream and his stream, and I'll be like, don't promote me, because I'm not you. And I'm not as good of a streamer as you. I'm not hype. People come into my stream from his stream and I'm not what they're expecting, and then he gets mad at me for saying I'm not, as good a streamer as him. But it is how I feel, and I need to get better about that. I need to be more positive about myself.
Okay, right. There's one bit of advice that I can give you from what you've just told me. One of the skills, like you said, to keep interaction going, to keep yourself speaking, is verbalizing your thoughts. And obviously, no one only has positive thoughts.
Right.
And I feel like you verbalizing your thoughts has kind of brought out more of I've made you realize the fact that you don't just think about the positive, you think about the negatives as well. And just like you said, you feel like you constantly berate yourself, right? I don't think that that's the case. I think that that's something that has essentially always been there, but now you've just noticed it because you've started verbalizing it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're putting too much focus on that, because countless times have I come into your stream and I've seen you do just that over the smallest thing, but immediately after you've moved on. And that's how thoughts work. Don't forget that and stop focusing on those negatives, because that's not a negative. You're just realizing how you think, but out loud. So you're good. Relax.
That is an excellent way. Thank you. You are probably right. Actually, yeah.
I've started doing that. I've started literally verbalizing my thoughts, and I've really thought to myself, like, I was doing it at work. Like, I've taken the skills from here and I've taken them to work, and I'm like, why am I doing this? What's going on? I'm so stupid. And then the guy that I'm working with was like, why are you saying that? Like, you're not. I was like, oh, no. And then it just beckoned on me. I was like, oh my god, yeah, like, it just sounds so bad, but yeah, it's just completely strange, but yeah, no, 100%, I feel you on that one, and that's something that I've realized myself. You'll get it, it's fine. Just relax, you're all good.
Find my zen.
Yeah, just find that zen. But so personally, streaming has influenced me outside of streaming. Like, there's certain words that I've used outside of Twitch that I should not be used outside of Twitch, among the lines of Pog, and Pepe hands, and yeah, you don't use them in real life. Like, you don't just go to your local grocery stores and then you see an absolutely mad deal on a set of chocolate and go, oh, Pog. No, you don't do that. No. But that's something that's influenced me from outside, from Twitch to the outside world. But I've also picked up quite a lot, in my opinion, I've picked up quite a lot of confidence in speaking to others and being able to just continue a conversation is another skill I've picked up from streaming. But how has streaming influenced your personal life outside of the confines of the camera and the screen and the stream?
Ooh. I honestly don't think it's really changed much about me. In the sense that I don't do the pogas and all that stuff. Though 50 and I, and if we're within a group of like streamers or people who watch, I might do like one of my commands, like, oh, exclamation loot in chat, please. Like 50 and I will do that back and forth to each other. You know, saying things like that. Or like talk to chat, even though it's just me and 50 bantering back and forth. Let me think here. I've always been okay with like maintaining conversation. Like I said, the older I get, the more introverted I am. But if I actually go out with people, and like at 15 I go somewhere, it's not like I don't come out of my shell. Once I get out, I'm okay. It's just getting me to go out.
Okay.
Kicking me out of the house is what's
the initial
difficult.
step. That's the hard one, right?
It is. And like I said earlier, there's an actual name for like introverted extroverts. But yeah, so just there is the lingo, like that kind of like lingo that just happens between like 50 and I if we're talking, or if we're out with Sorel and her husband Hal. You know, we'll talk about stuff like that, and we'll be talking Twitch talk.
Okay, all right.
But yeah,
okay.
I don't.
That's good though. That's good, honestly, because sometimes it's like a lot of people don't realize. This is coming from a business sense as well. Flat numbers are still good numbers. And what I mean by that is, just because you've gotten into a new skill like this, a new, well, essentially a job or a new hobby or whatever, and coming out of it exactly the same as you went in, or more or less, is good, because it hasn't negatively influenced you. And that's something that I hope that streaming never does for me. I hope that it does not change who I am, and I'm trying my absolute best to keep it that way. But
yeah, I know that like things like that don't usually affect me. Like when texting became a really big thing, and guys, I'm going to be 40 this year. I remember what it was like before cell phones. I had a pager, you know. But when texting became a big thing, and then like the little like OMG and LOL and all of that, it surprised me. I had a friend come from the West Coast and stay with me, and it was somebody that I had met online through a community and everything, and we were actually vending a show together. And like she said like OMG and like use those like little, you know, things from texting.
Text lingo, yeah.
Text lingo, thank you. In real life, and like a lot of people do, and I'm just I looked at her when she first said OMG like she was crazy. I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, do you not do that? And I was like, no. And she's like, okay, I'll try not to do it. I'm like, you can do it. It just kind of took me by surprise, you know. Like I'd never heard anybody do it, and then after that I heard it all the time. But I'm not that kind of person like who picks up on things. Like I don't do, you know, I don't say yeet and sus and all of that stuff. Though I know what they mean, it doesn't work its way into my.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm older than everybody, but you know, it just never did. It never did.
I take envy on you. I do honestly take envy on you, because I've fallen prey to the lull of text speech, where we could be in the middle of a conversation, someone would say something funny, and instead of me laughing like a normal person, I would go, oh, lol. No, honestly, yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, and I'm really envious of you on that one, actually.
Why, thank you.
Oh god. But oh, let's have a look. Okay. Where are we up to now? Right, what kind of content do you do now on your channel?
As compared to when I first started?
No, just what content you do now.
Right now I've been more variety. When we went into October, which, you know, being mainly a horror streamer, I didn't feel like doing any horror for some reason. Like I don't know if I got burnt out or I just wasn't feeling it. And I had a really hard time because it was like, it's October, it's Halloween, I need to find something. And Sinstress actually saved me with that because she gifted me a couple of games called Costume Quest and Costume Quest 2 that I'd never even heard of. And they're Halloween themed, but they're more cutesy, kind of kidsy game. And I really enjoyed that. And from that, then we went into, what did I play between that and Psychonauts? Oh, I have a channel redemption in my stream that's for 100,000 points you can choose my next game. And like literally the very next game, I won't even finish the game if sometimes, like, you know, I'll just play your game. And Sinistar, he did Darkest Dungeon. So I played Darkest Dungeon for a few streams because like that is a very long game and he hadn't even finished it. So I didn't feel bad not finishing it. And then Sinstress redeemed Psychonauts. So I've been playing Psychonauts up until this week, which I've been playing Christmas themed games because it's Christmas. But so it's been more variety. Also in December, I usually do duck season December and I play a bunch of duck themed games. This year we did Untitled Goose Game, not quite a duck, but still foul. And we played a little bit of duck season again because my community loved that game. And then Sinstress did Psychonauts. So it's been much more variety here lately than it would normally be. But we're pretty getting ready for some more horror because it's been a while. It's been 3 or 4 months since I've really played a good horror game. So Duck Game is a great game, yeah. Duck Game is the community game. Duck Season is the one that we started playing again.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's been a lot more variety than it was, like, let's say 6 months ago. I might have said Duck Game, Sinstress. I do that all the time. Duck Season, Duck Game, Duck Hunt. There's so many.
Duck related.
Duck related, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, much more variety.
Okay. Where do you see your brand or your channel or you going towards? Like, do you have, I don't want to know like your end goal because it's very hard for people to go, I want to reach this point and that's it, I'm good there. I want to know your personal next milestone that's important to you.
I've been talking a lot about my 1,000 follower goal. I'm pretty close to it. I think I'm at around 150 follows away or something like that. And I've already got it kind of planned out what we're gonna do. But we also have my 2-year anniversary coming up. My stream anniversary and my affiliate anniversary in January. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm planning on doing a few things. Looking forward to that. Like for my 1,000 follower stream, I'm going to do the ramen challenge, the hot, spicy, super spicy ramen challenge.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm prepared to cry on stream. Hi, Ghosty.
You're gonna need a lot of these.
Yeah. Well, for my 500 follows, I took this from 50. I tried to do the 50 wings challenge, and I stayed on brand. I did 50%. I ate 25 wings on stream. Somehow,
like spicy or just normal wings?
Just normal wings, but 50 thought he could speedrun eating 50 wings on stream. And I can't remember how far he got. He didn't end up doing it. He did tap out. But me being his cocky wife, I was like, well, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna get farther than you. 38. Thank you, Sinstress. He made it to 38.
38. Oh. See, I do like a eating challenge myself, I do. And that sounds like the eating challenge for me. Because that's one thing that I always get whenever I go to a local chicken store. Wings. Wings. Oh, love me some wings. What kind of style wings do they have to say, like?
Oh, Sinister says 500. We do the mild usually, or slightly spicy. I have enjoyed lemon pepper ones as well.
Okay.
But I do like the classic, just like mild wings with ranch or blue cheese.
Are we talking fried or grilled?
Fried.
Fried, okay.
Yeah, we fry them and then toss them in the hot sauce.
Right, and we're talking with a batter or without a batter? This is important. This is...
No, I don't think there's a batter on them. You just fry them and then you toss them in the hot sauce.
Okay. All right. And we got flat wings, or we got flat and mini drumsticks?
Both.
Both.
I prefer the drumsticks personally, but I will eat both.
No, it's all about the flat wings.
What? I mean, I just think the drums are easier to eat personally, without getting messy, because I am a chick. I don't like to be too messy. 50 will eat either. I think he actually prefers the flats though as well.
It's all about the flats. In my opinion, it's the perfect coating to chicken meat ratio. Oh, don't. I've got my mouth salivating again. Oh my god.
50 also likes smoked wings though. Drumstick hype. There's Sinistar. Hi, Jimmy. But yeah, that is. I usually go for like the mild or hot wings with ranch or blue cheese.
Ooh, okay. All right. I'm gonna have to. Oh no, I might have to try that. I'll challenge myself. Oh my god, Jonesy's saying, Tav, if you do it, but if you don't eat all 50, I get to cut off your beard. No, that is not a deal, my friend. That is.
It is harder than it sounds.
It
is harder.
It really is. And this beard took a long time to cultivate, so. I'll tell you what, Jonesy, if you can get to the beard level that I have, and I'm still got a beard, which I probably will do, I'll do the challenge. But if I reach 50, I get to shave off your beard.
Ooh.
Boom. There we go.
What if instead of shaving them off, you do what 50's doing and bleach them and dye it a color?
Are we talking like permanent color, or can we go for like a temporary one?
Well, it's temporary. Or... like you know, most of like the more vibrant colors, like purples and pinks and all of that, are semi-permanent. They'll fade over time, and then you can just dye it back to your natural color.
Oh my lord!
Dye your beard rainbow.
Oh my god.
One of our neighbors that lives on the street in front of us actually he's an artist. I've never actually met him, but he puts up signs that says studio tours all the time, and he has a blue beard, like legit blue beard. And I'm just like, you look like you should be a friend of mine. But every time I see him,
I like weird.
Yes, and every time I see him though, I'm like going to work, so I can't stop and be like, so hi, I live down the street. Won't you be our friend?
Oh my god, that's amazing. I mean, it's a possibility. I'm not going to rule it out. Because I was actually looking at getting a like a spray-in hair dye for my beard, but I was going to get it in white so that for Christmas I could do a Christmas tree with a white beard,
that would
white
be good.
hair, and all the rest of it. But it didn't. It went to get sent out, but then they said, there was a problem with shipping. We can offer to resend it or send you a refund. And I was like, well, it's not going to arrive in time, so I might as well just get a refund. So maybe next year you might have a blue beard Santa. You never know.
I look forward to that.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Do you ever have like a blank moment in regards to your streaming, or like a creator's block? Do you never think like, I don't know what I'm going to do next, or what I'm going to do on my next stream?
Oh,
And
absolutely.
if you do, how do you get over it?
I was just talking about that. In October, I had that. It was October, and like I felt like everybody expected me to play a horror game, but I just really couldn't think of anything I wanted to play. And like when my stream would come up and I, still couldn't think of anything, I would just stream like Binding of Isaac or something, because I just couldn't decide. And then I got over that because Sinstress gifted me some games, and that's how I was fortunate enough to get over that hump. But yeah, it happens a lot. Like, what game am I going to play next? And a lot of times I'll just poll it to my community and be like, which game would you guys want to see? And I'll pick a few that sound like I might want to play, be like, which one would you guys like to see? Or sometimes people will just suggest something and I'll be like, you know what, I am going to play that. Like Sinistar was talking about Outlast and how he was never able to finish it and it was really scary for him. And so I totally was on board for that, and I played it and we got through it and it was a lot of fun. So usually if there's something and I just can't decide, I'll let my community pick, because why not? They're the ones who have to watch it.
Yeah, that's true. That is
so
very true.
I try to appease and give back.
Okay.
And I have a game suggestion channel in my Discord, and last year for my streamiversary, I actually went through and picked a bunch of games, and the entire month of January I played all the games that people had requested. And it was a lot of fun. And it made people really happy.
I quite like that. I quite like the idea of like having a list of games and then having your community pick what you're going to play. I actually really like that. I think I might do something like that from when I get a bit of a blank moment, because I do occasionally get the random thing where I'm like, I don't quite know what to do, or I've got like a whole list of games and I'm like, I don't know which to play. Like there's so many, because even Wishbone that's in chat at the moment, hello by the way, he was saying like how he gets the opposite end of creator's block, where it's not that he hasn't got the ideas, it's that he's got so many ideas he doesn't know which one to pick, and then therefore it's like, no, that's it, no more, done, I'm going to bed. Like I get that as well. Like I get both sides of it, and it is I like that idea of leaving it up to the community, seeing what they want to do. But okay. Oh.
Yeah, Sinstress does get me to play a lot of games, and we do go off the list a lot too. I get gifted a lot of games. I'm very fortunate that my viewers, they gift me a lot, and I do try to play all the games that they gift me, and I've gotten a lot, so we've gotten a little backed up on it, but I do try to work them in as much as I can, so that they see that I do appreciate it, and I really do. It's absolutely amazing what my community does for me. So, and it's not always gifts that are on my wish list. It's like with Sinstress, she really wanted to watch me play Psychonauts and Costume Quest, and I did, and I am.
Saying that I need to find my pen, because you've just reminded me, I've had a couple of games that were gifted to me and I have not yet, I know, shameful, but I've not yet played them, and I can't find my pen anywhere. Oh my lord, where are you?
Oh, and there's Sinistar is wanting to know why we're still not talking about food.
It was brought up several times, Sinistar.
Oh, it'll be back, because that's what we always do. We need Jets here so we can get aggravated. Having for burritos? Oh, 50 had a 3 a.m. burrito last night, and I didn't think it sounded like a good idea because he made that taco stuff on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah,
and he was drunkenly gonna eat it last night. Oh
lord. Oh, your camera's gone all fuzzy.
Oh no.
Fuzzy Wuzzy, but 3am Burrito sounds like a toilet adventure.
Probably.
Oh,
All right, let me
Lord.
stop and restream real quick.
You're all good, you're all good. But that actually takes me on to another question, which is, oh, I can't wait to see your face when you hear this one.
Oh boy.
But in your opinion, who do you feel like you've watched and that you regularly check in on their streams and you see their content? Now, who in your opinion do you feel is massively underrated? Like, you look at their stream and you think to yourself, why are you not like on a side of buses? You should be everywhere.
Oh, there's so many.
That's
so
literally 50s
many.
reply as well. I love it. Okay, just in case you can't pick one, you pick 3 in no particular order.
Okay. And again, because I hold these raid events, I get to see so many new streamers, and there's so many amazing people. I will say in chat right now, Wishbone, he is so amazing. His content is so solid. He's very good at chat interaction. He makes amazing YouTube videos. I mean, he's amazing, and I really hope that he takes off and just goes with it. Like he needs to be out there. The Savage Pop Tart is another recent find who's absolutely amazing. He's so hype and so like interactive with his chat. Thank you, Sinistar. The Savage Pop Tart is an amazing streamer, and he's going to be big. He is recently affiliated, and I think he's full time. I could be wrong about that. I know that he is a veteran, and I want to say that he's a disabled veteran, but I could be wrong. I'm terrible about remembering like things like this. I have short-term memory problems, but I definitely, the Savage Pop Tart is going to be big, and he needs to grow his community. Let me think of a third one. It's so hard.
I'm trying to find a Savage Pop Tart because that's for starters,
it's DA and then Savage Pop Tart.
Pop Tart.
Yes, please go give them follows. Jimmy is a variety streamer. The Savage Pop Tart. Yep, that's it. The Savage Pop Tart. He streams a lot of Call of Duty. He also is been streaming Cyberpunk. But it's a lot of Call of Duty. There you go. Who else? Who would be my third? There's so many amazing ones. Like I'm trying to pick people that are like streaming a lot and.
No. I just want to know people that, in your opinion, are underrated. That you feel like they should be a lot higher than they are right now. You feel like you don't understand why they're not everywhere.
Gotcha.
That's why I love this question, because it puts people on the spot.
I will say you.
No, right. You can't pick me. No.
I can pick you, and I did pick you. Can I suggest one for you, Lazy? Sure, Chunky. I think that your streams, though, Eighth One, will be amazing, and I can see you growing huge, because like these streams, I've watched a few of them that you've done now, and you're absolutely amazing. Your interviews, you're awesome, and I'm very comfortable. Like, I know I told you that I was very nervous, and as soon as we started, you just really helped me to feel comfortable and like just keeping the ball rolling, keeping me talking.
Stop. My face is going red. I'm going shiny. Stop.
Oh yeah, Danny's done. Chunky, I've just recently started watching Danny. So he's very good though. I haven't really gotten to catch too many of his streams though. Nice one, Lazy, 100%.
Oh god. Well,
But there are so
appreciate
many
that.
amazing people. Yeah, like, you know, Sinistar and Jets. I haven't seen Jets on recently.
Yeah, he's had a lot of work on recently, and a lot of he's moving. Well, he's hopefully moving out. But yeah, his life has just blown up essentially at the moment. So I've been lowering my tech requests from him, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I have pretty much permanently changed that man's Discord status to have support mode off, which I'm very proud of. I'm honestly, just like you, technology and me do not mix like oil and water. And no, Subaru enthusiast, you can't say anything, but they do not mix, okay? And I've asked of him so much that literally I drive him insane with my tech requests. I'm like, it stopped working.
That's like a Shadu that I told you about earlier, who does a lot of the stuff for my stream as well. Like, something will break, and I hate bothering him because I feel like, you know, I'm like overstepping my boundaries, but he's always like, no, please, I want to help you. I want to help you, you know, grow your channel and everything and make it awesome. But it's like, I know you're busy and you work and everything, and you're in Israel, so it's hard for us to like line up our schedules and everything. But he does. He's always like, if he hears me talking about something that I want to do, like with my stream, that's technical, he always jumps on it. Like, let me design something for you. On my birthday this past year, he designed he made like a command thing that every time somebody says happy in my stream, because happy birthday, it does a blower sound. So, and it makes me giggle every time it goes off, because I left it throughout the year. It's not just on my birthday. So
Lazy, you're pixelated.
We were doing so well.
It was going on for so long as well.
Damn you, Discord.
And you have just tuned in to PrincessLaisy being turned into Minecraft. Tune in for the high definition texture pack.
There we go.
Oh god.
Which Shadu's an awesome streamer as well, but he doesn't stream very much anymore.
Oh, okay. So I think I've had one of either yours or 50's followers that came into my chat the other day. Oh lord, I'm gonna miss Shigatsu or April.
Oh yes, April.
Yes.
She's amazing. That's another one. Oh, April is a full-time streamer, and she is another one like Sorel, who is the most positive person, and she's so fun and happy. And she does amazing things in Minecraft. Like, she plays modded Minecraft, and I know that there are some people who don't like modded. Like 50 doesn't like modded. He plays vanilla. I play vanilla, but the things that she makes, like, she'll make like historical buildings and like do full research on them about their history and everything, and then she'll make them in her world.
That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. I might have to message her, because that sounds like someone I'd be curious about. So
you totally
she might just be in another one of these episodes. Like,
hell yeah. And she's disabled. She's a full-time streamer. So yeah, thank you, Sinstress. That is her name. I'm on it. She definitely is underrated. Like, I don't know how she hasn't blown up in the Minecraft community. Like, people who do that's just another form of art that I wish I had the eye for.
It does take a lot of creativity and skill as well, to try and take something that has been made in real life and recreate it in Minecraft, because, well, real life round things, Minecraft not so round things, they don't quite mix, but yeah, 100%, yeah. Oh, okay.
And she, like I said, she's heavily modded, but like even the mods, like the amount of stuff that she has is dizzying, and she's just going and doing things, and I'm just like, how do you keep up? Like, I wish I could keep up. I have such a bad memory and like such low focus sometimes.
Oh, that's literally the streamer brain to a T.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned it earlier, and I did comment, but you said that you got to keep your eye out on the game as well as chat. Now, what people don't see is that personally, I've managed to acquire myself 3 screens, and I have my stream software on one screen. I have my game in the middle, and on my left, I've got the chat. But it's not just chat, you see, because we have to monitor so many things, from sound levels to light levels to color to how the camera looks to who's messaging us on Discord, if there's any issues, and there's so many things that you got to keep an eye out on. That is insane.
Yeah.
For it to run as smoothly as you want it to, you got to be able to focus on all 5 fingers doing separate tasks at the same time, and still keep a level mind. And it's hard. It's hard. That's why streamer brain is genuinely a thing. Yes, Insta.
Yeah, I touched on that, Sinister, as well, that I'm so much better at games when I'm not streaming them and doing multitasking, and I can just focus on the game. But when I'm streaming, I focus more on chat. Definitely. But I also have 3 monitors. I have the one that's straight in front of me is my gaming monitor, and then above that I have my these 2 monitors are mounted on the wall, and the one above it usually has my activity feed and my chat, and then the one over here generally has my OBS and Streamlabs and things like that. That way I don't have to look at it. But you have to keep it up. Yeah, it's there. Especially like in the beginning of COVID, before we got what is the internet we have? Oh, my mind just went blank. We got fiber. We didn't have fiber at the beginning of the year, and I guess because so many people were streaming on Twitch, like we were having problems connecting to Twitch and to stream.
Oh, and, no, Twitch just had issues in general. Like,
yeah, but ever since we got fiber, those problems have gone away. So thankfully.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, a lot of people don't realize that it's not just a case of having a computer and a screen and a microphone and a headset. There's a lot that goes in behind it.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you want to do it to a level of where it satisfies your personal need for a certain level of perfection, there's a lot that goes in behind it. You got to have good internet, you got to have good lighting, you got to have good background. If you have a background, you got to be happy with your camera, the way you sound on your microphone, the way there's so many things that go on behind the scenes.
It really is.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I've just noticed that there is a source on this screen that has literally just been labelled cock, and I think I know what it is. Oh, I know what it is now. It's just when I was speaking to 50 about your neighbour's chicken, and I asked him if he'd like to see a picture of my cock, and
I was here for that.
So here it is. Here is me and my cock.
Yeah, that's foul-hearted, and here is foul-hearted's. There you go.
Oh God.
You and your cock.
I love that. That's an actual meme as well. Oh my God, I love it so much. Agatha.
Agatha. Yeah, all of their chickens have old lady names.
Oh wow.
Like Gertrude and Agatha. Yeah, it's fun.
Pixelated.
Though Loretta, they recently found out, is now Larry.
Loretta is now Larry?
Yeah, Loretta was a rooster.
Oh wow. Oh, you've gone pixelated quickly. Sorry.
Oh gosh, darn it.
This series quickly becoming one of my favourite things now. Thank you very much, Roach. Thank you. That genuinely means a lot to me. But literally, I started it because I've watched a lot of huge streamers, and obviously, when you want to start up streaming, you want to do the best you can, and you look at some huge people out there, the top 1%, and then you see how they talk about how they got to where they got, and they talk about, oh, you must. They give the same, in my opinion, they give the same answer, but they just word it slightly differently. So they normally say, oh, you have to go on as many platforms as you can. You have to advertise here. You have to advertise there. You have to talk to people this way. You have to make this look this way. But they never actually talk about the community. The problems that they had along the way. How it's affected them. Who they've worked with. Certain things that they've changed within themselves to make the stream better. And sitting down to people just like PrincessLaisy. And 50 and Wishbone and all the other people that I've spoken to helps me become better at this, and hopefully it helps you too. At the same time, it satisfies my need of curiosity because I'm a nosy bugger. So I love finding out little things about everyone, and so that's why this has come about. But yeah, that's quite literally why. So that does actually mean a lot. Thank you very much, Roach. But okay, so whilst I'm going to give you some time now to think, because I'll ask you a question and then I'll ask for chat to help me out whilst you're thinking, because
Okay.
I've been asking you so many questions throughout the night. And it's only fair that I return that to you. So, within reason, you may ask anything that you would like to know about me. But whilst you're thinking, chat, do you have any questions for PrincessLaisy? Make them good. I will pick the creme de la creme.
Ooh, so should I go ahead and ask?
You can go ahead if you've got one now.
Okay, sure. How has your streams changed? Like good and the bad, how have you improved your streams, and what are things that you see that you want to improve?
How have my streams improved in themselves, or have I improved throughout my streams?
Both, really.
Okay, right.
Because I think one kind of affects the other.
Okay. I think one thing that has been recently brought up to me, and I love recently, I didn't realise that I did it until I did it, and then it happened, and I was like, oh, that actually looks pretty good. I quite like it. You see those little golden parts of the stream in the corners? I have essentially done my whole theme around those, and when I have my big interaction cam for when I've just do the just chatting, I've kept those there but made my camera the full size of the screen, and it brings a certain classy, like goldeny rich kind of a feeling to it, and I really like it, because I don't know why, but just without me saying anything, you kind of look at that screen and you think I think to myself, I'm like, alright, yeah, it looks pretty good, yeah, alright, I can get on board with this. Well, what has he got to say? What's he got? Who's he? I like that. I really like that.
It's a simple touch that elevates the look of your stream.
Yeah. Just little things in life. That's one thing that I'm happy that I have a skill in, and that is appreciating the little things in life, because if you can't do that, oh boy. But another thing that has improved from streaming for me, My confidence in speaking with people that I have had zero contact with beforehand and being able to spark a conversation that will last several hours with ease. I feel like that is something that I never was able to do before to this extent, and this is a testament of just that. Because realistically speaking, my interaction with you before this, Lazy, wasn't as rich as it could have been.
Right.
But I've had a blast speaking to you tonight, and I felt like I've learned so much about you that it makes me feel like, oh, well, I'm missing out by not going into your streams as often as I should be. But that's yeah. Does that answer your question?
Absolutely. Those good answers.
Okay. All right. Right.
That was awesome.
Let's take a question from the audience.
What do you?
You got pixelated again.
Damn you, Discord.
Okay. And you're not allowed to say Discord can, but what is your biggest fail on stream?
My biggest fail on stream. Like during stream or just around my streams in general?
Both.
Both. My biggest fail on my streams in general was I did start off as, billing myself as a retro and duck hunt speedrunner, and I failed to find a way to actually stream duck hunt and make it so I can focus on chat. It's just not possible, and for me it's kind of a failure for me because I really want to do that. I really want to speedrun, but it's just really too hard to do. Because when I play Zapper games with the NES, I have a huge CRT TV right here that you guys cannot see. And then, I have to sit back with my Zapper gun, so I can't read chat because I'm too far away. And then, the rounds go so fast that there's not enough time for me to pull myself forward and read chat and acknowledge people and everything. And I haven't found a way to do it. I thought maybe when I mounted my monitors on the wall that I'd be able to swivel them enough, but it's still not enough. So that is kind of a failure for me. Even my name, PrincessLaisy, is kind of, I came up with that name because I wanted a name that represented me, and it was, I'm going to be a retro streamer. So I was thinking originally Princess Peach, and I was going to change it to Princess Leech, which kind of followed my goth stuff,
Okay,
that name was taken.
All right.
So I have a sleep disorder, and I struggle with feeling lazy all the time. So Princess Daisy, PrincessLaisy. So I made my whole persona around being a retro gamer and a Zapper speedrunner, and I don't even really do that anymore, and that's kind of a failure. In that kind of sense that I didn't stick with that, and I couldn't find a way to make it work. Not to say that I'm not happy with where my streaming is currently. I totally am. But yeah, that's probably my biggest failure in general. As for on stream, biggest failure. I can't really think of anything that I would consider a failure. There's been things that I obviously haven't been happy with, like being gifted a game that I really wanted to play and then hating the game and not continuing it. I felt really bad about that, but I hated the game and just couldn't do it. I'm not gonna sit and play a game. I did do a full 6-hour stream, but if I'm not happy, then it's going to show. So I have to know that I have to cut my loss and 100%. Apologize to the gifter. Other than that, the other day, was that the neighbor game? No, the neighbor game, I was actually thinking about Alien Isolation. I forgot about the neighbor game.
Oh.
But the Neighbor game is another. What was that game called? Hello Neighbor was one of them, and then Alien Isolation. I had been looking forward to Alien Isolation for a long time. Like, I grew up watching the Alien movies, and it was not what I wanted it to be.
Oh no.
Other than that, I did this was more kind of embarrassing than anything. Like, calling members of my community by the wrong pronouns. I got corrected on that the other day, and I was embarrassed, and I thank them though. And I have to remember not to say I'm sorry, because a friend of ours actually told me that that they don't like it when you apologize because it makes them feel bad. So I just thank them for correcting me, and then just try to move on, and not try to seem flustered and embarrassed, because I don't want them to feel flustered and embarrassed. So.
Oh my god.
I hope that makes sense.
No, it does. It does make sense, and it's a really good answer, honestly. But we have just been raided by 50%. So hello, raiders. How is everyone doing? You have come in at the end, however, or towards the end of this stream, but have no worries, because this has been an interview with your girl right there, PrincessLaisy, which is, as 50 puts it, the better half of the 50. And wait, hold on. No,
we're not quite ending yet, 50.
Not quite ending, just towards the end. But at the same time, 50, I want to see that. I want to see that hair. You're coming on. No,
Junicy, I'm not quite as long-winded as 50.
Right, Junesy, I probably murdered your name, but hello. Either way, you know how much energy 50's got, right? You know.
Like lazy erection. 50. Who's got a lazy erection?
Oh my lord. But have no worry, people, because
it looks different in here because of the lighting.
Oh my god, I want to see. Come on.
He wants.
Oh.
Wow.
You look like a purple gumdrop.
I'm gonna call you that. I'm gonna call you my little gumdrop.
Oh my god. Oh, you've got pixelated again, Lazy.
Like a pretty little pony?
What?
Do you feel like a pretty little pony?
Lazy, you've got pixelated again.
I've gone pixelated again. Shit. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna call 50 my little pony.
God. But whilst Lazy takes in the amazing work that has been done to 50's hair. Oh my god, I've just realised it's two-tone as well.
It is two-tone. It's like a magenta pink and then purple and...
Yeah, they paid for it.
They paid for it. Your bald spots died.
I know.
Oh my god, I love it so much. That is brilliant. Okay.
You're so beautiful. My little precious pony. Hi, Shiva.
Oh my lord. But have no worries, people, because
She's just staring at the tree.
if you have missed this, you do not need to worry, because I shall be making sure that this ends up on YouTube, where you can rewatch every single one of the questions that I have been asking PrincessLaisy, and you get to find out more about her. But hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing just fine. But we've reached the point of where we ask PrincessLaisy some questions, and there's one that was asked earlier that I really want to read out. So this is from Chunky Fat Guy. Well, it's from a Chunky Fat Guy being read by a Chunky Fat Guy. So have you noticed hitting a plateau in your viewership or followers? If you do or did, how did you push through those, and how did you get back on top of gaining more people following you and viewing you, essentially?
Ooh, I did hit like a follower plateau um around like 300 and 400. I felt like it took forever for me to hit 500 follows, and it's something that 50 actually experienced too. And honestly, I didn't do much. I did try to, use Twitter. I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible at promoting myself on like
Oh my
Twitter and
god.
even Discord. I have my own Discord. I'm in many other Discords, and I try to get better about checking other Discords. But it's like you just don't have enough time. And I did promote myself more in some of the Discords that I was more active in. Because again, guys, don't just go in and promote yourself in Discords that you are not active in.
No, it's a bad thing to do.
It is a bad
it's a
thing to
shitty
do.
thing to do. We'll be honest, because if you come into my Discord, for example, and you promote yourself, the only thing that's going to come off as is that you're just there to be greedy. You're trying to steal another community.
Right.
Now, if you come in and you start interacting with other people, and you start to grow a bond with people, I have no issue with you advertising your own channel on my Discord. Simple as that. Don't steal, borrow, or share.
Another thing, once I get, and 50 had told me this as well, he had the same issue, and then once he hit 500, it would start picking up, and he was absolutely right. Once I hit 500, I feel like my community just kept growing and growing, and like I said, I'm not far from 1,000. I'm about 150, I think, away, maybe a little bit less, from hitting 1,000 followers. And I did my 50 stream, I think, towards the beginning of the year. I can't honestly remember how long ago it was, but it's been fast. But another thing that I did that I think really, really helped in my growing was the raid events. Prior to this year, I never hosted. And yeah, play Five Nights at Freddy's. People come out of the woodwork. You are not lying, but it's not the people you want. But I was part of the raiding community. It was a Discord community, and this year I really started to push more and be an actual host of the raids. And now that the community is on a hiatus, I have continued the raids. I don't do it all the time because I don't want it to be oversaturated in my channel. I think it loses a lot of the hype if you do it every week. So I do it once a month, and then I do it on the first Thursday, and Jimmy Wishbone actually does the second Thursdays. And it's been very good for us. We meet so many amazing streamers. That's actually how I met Wishbone, and many of the other people, Miss Shigatsu. That's how I met them. And they've become part of my community, and I've become part of their community, and it grows your community even faster because you're meeting all of these new streamers who need community. They need to meet people. They need to branch out. So they become part of your community, and vice versa. And some of the people, they might never stream again. But a lot of times they'll still come into your streams. And it's really just awesome. And, when you see them, you try to promote them. And I usually, during my streams, I'm heavily promoting other streamers as well. And I think that has really actually helped to grow my community again. So, yeah.
And I was saying this to Wishbone, and I haven't followed up on it now. That's my bad. But I really do like the raiding party plus or whatever it was called.
Yeah, raiding party plus.
I love the idea behind it, and I want to take part.
Absolutely.
How do I get to know? How do I join in? How? I'm there. I'm for it.
Like I said, currently Raiding Party Plus is on hiatus. They're supposed to be coming back next year. DePixelate, who is in chat earlier, is actually the head of the community now. Okay. But right now, they're not really doing it. It's just me and Jimmy on our own. If you would like to take another Thursday, we would love to have you. you can just hit up me or Jimmy, and then we can get you into the Discord when it goes. If they do start picking it up again, we will go and be with them. But if you want to take the third or the fourth Thursday, we would totally love to have you. Jimmy and I, we will promote it and push for it, and it's an awesome thing, and you will absolutely love it.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm ready. You're pixelated again, but I'm down.
Yes.
And I'm ready, and I will do it. I really love that idea. I said what I'll do is I will try my best to be in one of Wishbone's one of your ones, just so I can get a feel of how you do things, so that I obviously do it the way that you people are doing it as well. And
the
then
next
once
one
I get a feel, and I'm 100% down, I want to take part in that, because I remember the first time I got raided, and I remember how much it raised my beats per minute in my heart, how much it made me smile, and how much it changed my day. And I remember just how highly Jet spoke of you when you raided him, because it happened, I wasn't watching him, I was fast asleep. He got raided, and the next day he couldn't stop talking about it. He was like, oh my god, man, I just got raided by PrincessLaisy. It's like this raiding party, there's so many of them, it was really cool, they do it all the time, it's like hella early, but it's so cool. And I want that, I want me some of that.
It is an amazing feeling, just watching their faces light up, and like that moment of panic when they realize, oh my gosh, all these people are here, and they're real people, and they're talking to me, and they want to know about me, and it's just so satisfying. Like, it's awesome. It's an awesome feeling.
Quite literally that. And that's the thing though, like even this year, I've done something new, because I felt like for Christmas I didn't really do much. I didn't really play any special games, any Christmassy games or whatever. So I did a little stream where I literally, although I'm not like the next Mr. Beast, if you're familiar with who that is, I did put some of my own funds forward, and I literally found some small streamers, some beginner streamers on Twitch, and I was like, right, do you know what, it's Christmas time, it's the festive season, I'm gonna do a little bit of giving of my own. And I found 5 of them, and I gifted them some funds, and it literally turned out to be that every single one of the 5, it was their first ever donation.
Oh,
and
nice.
They literally just lost their biscuit, and seeing the smile on their faces just genuinely warms it right here. It warms you from the inside, and if we can achieve that through some raids, through some this raiding party, if we can do that, I'm down for it, because it's a feeling and a half getting someone to go from, yeah guys, just gonna be playing this today, to, oh my god, there's so many people, what, oh my god. Best feeling ever. I want me some of that, and I am gonna do some of that. And that is actually one of the things that I take from you, from your streaming and your content creation, is your ability to keep on top of chat to the extent of where it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like I'm within a crowd and you're on a podium. It feels like I'm in a party of people, and you've just walked up to me, and you're just saying hello, and you're saying, how you doing? How's your day been? What you been up to? That's one thing that I've taken from you, because you have got away with chat, and it's good. I like it, and I don't think I'm going to be able to replicate it, but if I can get close to it, I'll be happy.
Oh, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. That's exactly what I'm going for.
That's good. That's good. And you're doing it. Honestly, you're doing it. Oh Lord. But have you got any more questions for me?
Ooh,
or anything that springs to mind whilst you're thinking? I've just noticed that April is in chat. April?
Yes.
Send me a Discord message. I may have a proposition for you.
Yes, April, let him proposition you.
Excellent.
how would you like for your stream to grow in the next year? What are like some goals that you have?
Some goals that I have.
Or do you have any goals? Like, I really don't have any goals for myself. Like, I just kind of ride along with it.
Oh God. Okay. So I mentioned about how I've started doing this because of the whole top 1% not being so upfront, and then not being able to really. I've never seen them do something like this. But I feel like these are constantly changing. But I would love to be able to get some what people would classify as being big names on that screen next to me, so that I can ask them the same questions and have the same kind of relaxed conversation I've had with you, but with them, and treat them just the same way I've treated everyone else, to show that maybe shine some light into who they actually are, and show that they are just as much human as everyone else.
Yeah.
And I think slowly but surely might just get there.
Are you thinking just like partnered streamers, or are you thinking like ninja kind of like like big name streamers?
Both. I'm just talking the ones that people think that when they're starting streaming, I'm never gonna reach that point, or I want to be better than them because they are top. I want some of them. That's what I want. I want to have them sitting there talking to me as if they're just a normal human being. That's another thing. I don't really ask numbers on here, followers or subscribers or whatever you have, because I'm not here about the numbers.
Right.
I'm here about the person, and that's what I care about. So I want some new people. That's what I want. I want some new people in that chair. Yeah.
Awesome. That's a good answer. And thank you, Jonesy. You're absolutely right. 1,000 followers is a goal. I stand corrected.
It is a very good goal. I hope you're going to reach it this year.
Thank you. I don't know if I'll reach it in the next week, but I'd like to reach it by February, when I do my affiliate / streamiversary. I think that would be amazing, because I have a vacation time in February. So I was thinking that if I could hit it by then, I could do like a week of like craziness, and I just seen I went pixelated again.
You have indeed, yes.
But touching on your thing, I do know a couple of partnered streamers that I have known since before they were partnered. If you're interested.
Again, send them my way. Send them my way. I've got my eye on one person that's in this chat right now. That's what I want to see. I've already asked her to message me, and yes, she has indeed. Good. But if you don't have any more questions,
I don't think I do.
You don't? Okay. In that case, do you have a particular streamer that you would like for us to raid?
Good question. Let me look.
And whilst she's looking, for those that have come in late, have no worries, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to be able to catch this again on my YouTube. The links are in the About Me section down below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, well done, you've made it through the whole video. If you would like to see myself or PrincessLaisy in the streams, live in action, both of our links are going to be down below. Please go give her a huge follow. Go give her everything. She deserves it. Make her smile. Tell her I sent you, because she's an amazing person, and I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you in my chat. I hope she sees you in her chat. But this has been episode 12 of Infectious Thoughts. And what we'll do now is we'll end here, and then I'll stop the recording and we'll go and raid someone. If we can, move everyone over there. Just like PrincessLaisy said, I want to see hype. I want to see, hey, how you doing? I want to see PrincessLaisy sent me here, right?
Absolutely.
I want to see some good questions in there. I want to see some hype for them. I want you to make them smile, whoever that is.
Oh, it's so hard. There's so many amazing people on right now.
Right, but from myself and PrincessLaisy, peace out, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having.
No, you're more than welcome.